Now there is one concept, civil and criminal administration of justice, that we will see. Okay, then we have theories of punishment as well, which is a very important topic. Lot many times questions are being asked, and it's an interesting topic as well.
Yes.
So we will see that part. Now we have civil and criminal administration of justice. Now the main function of state is to maintain law and order and to establish peace and social security. That's why most of the crimes, we call it as a crime against the society, not just a crime against the victim, because it is assumed that state is having a responsibility to maintain law and order, ensure our safety, security, peace, etc. And mostly it happens in a welfare state like India, where government tries to ensure welfare of the people. We have so many welfare schemes and everything coming into picture, right? So that is one of the main functions of the state.
Yes.
The state discharges this function effectively with the help of law through the administration of justice. And this maintaining peace, security, it will not be possible because we have an inherent tendency to break the laws, even though we have laws written clearly that this is bad, this is good. We have a tendency to violate those laws. So it's very important that we have a proper legal system established that in case you violate, this is the consequence you will have to face. That's nothing but administration of justice, which applies. Administration of justice, which is one of the primary functions of the state, is generally divided in two types: administration of civil justice and criminal justice. As we have discussed, difference between civil and criminal, as in whatever wrong happens, right, whatever offenses take place, we can broadly classify them into civil and criminal. Okay, that's why we have two different administration of justice. That's why we have CPC and CRPC talking about the procedure in civil and criminal administration of justice. Now, concept of administration of justice. States maintain law and order and establishes peace and social security. Administration of justice is one of the primary functions of the state. The main function of administration of justice is protection of individuals' rights, enforcement of laws, and punishment of the wrongdoer. That's why we have all the different levels of courts being set up, and state tries to ensure that justice is being served, and whatever rights are guaranteed to us, these rights are protected. Whoever is violating the law, they are being punished. So that is one of the main functions that the state performs. In fact, we see criminal cases, state being a party, right? The so-and-so person, state versus so-and-so person. As in, state takes that much of concern in the matter.
Yes.
In simple words, administration of justice means justice according to law. Justice generally means equality of being just, quality of being just. For example, the awarding of what is due. Justice consists of impartiality, integrity, and rightness. So we should not discriminate between two parties. That's why we say, right, that even though someone is accused, that person also should be given enough opportunities to give his defense. Like Mumbai Taj attack, Azmal Kasab, everyone knew about it, but even then, government spent a lot of money to ensure he gets a fair trial. Right? This is nothing but what ensures, right? It should be impartial. Whether someone is accused, whether someone is complaining, it would be same. Integrity, rightness, what is right? Both the parties should be given opportunity. So these things are taken into consideration. Kinds of administration of justice. So it's basically divided into civil and criminal justice. What is criminal justice? The administration of criminal justice is to punish the offenders. Punishment may be described as infliction by state authority of a consequence normally regarded as an evil, for example, imprisonment or death or fine on an individual found to be guilty of a crime. Once the matter is decided, once court passes a judgment that yes, his guilt is proved, in such a case, punishment would be given. What will be the punishment? That is also specified in the legislation, and based on that, punishment is given by looking into the gravity of the offense that he has committed. Because even though it's the same offense of theft, the gravity might be different. So we have punishments mentioned as maximum of 3 years. So court would decide what is the right amount of punishment or period of imprisonment that should be given in order to ensure that justice is served. Importance and purpose of criminal justice. The main purpose and object of criminal justice is that we want to punish the wrongdoer or offender. We want to make him realize that what he has done is wrong. We want to reform that person into a better human being, and we want to maintain law and order in the society. That is very important because it's needed for us to live safely in the society. It is the state which punishes the criminal. Punishment necessarily implies some kind of pain inflicted upon the offender or loss caused to him for his criminal act, which may either be intended to deter him from repeating the crime or maybe an expression of society disapprobation of his anti-social conduct, or it may also be directed to reform and regenerate him at the time ported to the society for criminals. So the main aim is that this person should suffer and this person should realize that what he has done is not right, and he should better reform himself into a better human being. Plus, when the person is in prison, definitely he cannot do such kind of crimes, right? If he is released earlier, he will sign security of good behavior, bond he would sign, and then he will be released. He will be under inspection. So all these things happen, which is in order to ensure that people are able to live peacefully in the society, and whoever is doing wrong, that person faces the consequences for it as well. Okay, so main purpose is that we want to reform the wrongdoer, plus we want to ensure that the victim gets justice and law and order can be maintained in the society. Okay, is this part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Same ways when we talk about civil administration of justice. The main purpose of civil administration of justice is to provide relief by way of compensation or other relief to the injured party. In case of crimes, we mainly think that this person, whoever is the accused, whoever is the criminal, right, his mind was not clear. Okay, he was having a guilty mind. He was having some bad intentions, and that's why he committed the crime. So it's very important that we reform his mind. Okay, but in case of civil, that does not happen. In civil, main thing is that does not matter whether your mind was guilty or you had some good intentions. What matters is that because of your actions, someone has suffered loss. Okay, someone has suffered loss because of your actions, and that's end of the story for most of the civil wrongs. It does not matter whether with good intention or bad intention you did it. Because of your actions, someone suffered loss. So what you need to do, you need to compensate. So yes, court would mainly try to provide relief by way of compensation or other reliefs. In every single case, compensation might not be applicable or relevant. Sometimes court would order something like an injunction order. Sometimes court may ask for specific performance of contract, restoration of property. Many other reliefs also might be applicable. But main aim is that relief. You have suffered loss, so court would try to reduce the pain that you have suffered. The rights enforced by civil proceeding are of two kinds: primary rights and sanctioning rights. Primary rights are those rights which exist as such. They do not have their source in some law. As in, your right is being violated, and that is what matters. Okay, so primary rights as in law has given you a right that right is being violated, and that is what matters for the courts. Take for example, you are owner of a property. Being owner of the property, you have an exclusive right to enjoy the property. If I enter your property without your permission, without your approval, as in I'm violating your right. So it does not matter whether I'm causing you any loss or anything. Just because I entered your property, I caused you discomfort, I violated your right, that is enough for courts to ask me to pay compensation maybe. Next is sanctioning or remedial rights. So sanctioning or remedial rights are those rights which come into being after violation of primary right. A primary right is a right arising out of conduct or just a right in rem. A sanctioning right is one which arises out of violation of another right. Primary right as in the basic right, okay? Like I entered your property, might be I have not done anything wrong as such, I have not caused any damage or anything. Even then, you can file the case because your basic right was being violated. Okay, you had a right to enjoy your property to the exclusion of others. Just because I entered there, your basic right was violated, so you can file a case. Does not matter whether you actually suffered some loss or you have not suffered any loss, that thing does not matter. But sanctioning right or remedial rights is something that comes after violation of your primary right, right? Like your primary right was violated, I entered your property. That's why you get a right to file a case against me, to go to the court, to make me liable. That's a remedial right, right? In order to fix your violation of primary right, you get a right to go to the court and then file a case against me. Are you getting it? Primary is like the basic right which I have violated, but it's a right that law has recognized, like right to enjoy the property to the exclusion of others. Secondary or sanctioning is like something which is coming after it. Okay, like a remedial right. Your primary right is being violated. I entered your property, but now what? Because I have violated your right, you get another right to go to court, file a case against me, ask for compensation. Is it clear or confusing?
Yes, that is remedial right.
Yeah, remedial right or sanctioning right.
Yes.
So you can basically go to sanctioning as in court imposes something on me, right? Court makes me liable or court tries to provide you a remedy. It might be by way of compensation, by way of an injunction order, or by way of other remedies which are available. Okay, so all these would fall under civil justice because cases would go to the civil court and court would decide the matter. So you can put a conclusion that what is justice? There are differences in opinion of jurists. Then different types of justice also, there are many different types, right? But when we talk about justice that is being delivered in the court, we can broadly classify it into civil and criminal administration of justice. Hey, before we continue, I wanted to inform you about my live mentorship program for LLB students or law aspirants. Law subjects and law topics need detailed clarity. We get that with the help of cases, examples, and detailed explanation. It's definitely not possible to include everything in these short videos. If you find my videos easy to understand and you are looking for some professional help in preparing for your examination, you can join my live mentorship program. Here you will be getting exam tips, answer writing skills, detailed notes that you can refer for your examination, cases, examples, and in a very easy way topics will be explained. I have live classes going on for a lot of subjects as of now. To know more about it, you can drop me a message on this WhatsApp number. I'm also helping a lot of students in writing their assignments. If you need any such help or for any queries, any suggestions, you can drop me a message on this WhatsApp number. And now let's continue with our video.